Hello dear students, I hope you are doing well. Welcome to your online English lessons again. This is Wafa Khalil, your English teacher. In the last video, we learned how to use and form conditional type 0 and 1. Remember that conditional type 0 expresses scientific general facts. Conditional type 1 expresses possibility in the future. In today's lesson, we are going to have a look at conditional type 2. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to recognize and use conditional type 2 effectively. Conditional type 2 is about an imaginary situation, unlike conditional type 0 and 1. We are going to try and imagine a situation that is not possible at the time being. Let's discover together. You are living in Morocco. Now, if you had to choose a place to live outside your country, which one would you choose? Possible answer. If I had to choose a place to live outside my country, I would choose Switzerland. So here I am trying to imagine a country that I would really love to live in. Next question. If you had plenty of money to give away, what would you do with this money? If I had plenty of money to give away, I would buy a big house, or I would travel the world. I would also buy a car. You're a student. If you were a teacher, how would you behave with your students? If I were a teacher, I would treat my students equally. Again, we are trying to imagine. If we were a teacher, how would we really behave with our students? At school, you study English and French. Now, if you had time to study another language, which language would you choose or would you study? If I had time to study another language, I would study German or I would study Italian. Something that is not possible at the time being. We are trying again to imagine. I always fail in English tests. If I were you, I would study hard. So guys, you can really now make the difference between conditional type 0, 1 and 2. Let's have a look. How do we form conditional type 2 and when do we use conditional type 2? The form of conditional type 2 is the following. It's if plus simple past, or what do we call unreal past. We call it unreal because it's an imaginary situation. It's not possible at the time being. Plus would plus infinitive. So we always have if plus simple past. And of course, you should take by heart your list of irregular verbs to be able to write the verb in the simple past correctly. Conditional type 2 expresses impossibility in the present, something that is not possible in the present. It also expresses an imaginary situation, and this is what we saw together in the previous examples. Let's check up if we really understand conditional type 2. If Helen's parents knew or knows Spanish, they could help her with her projects. So we're going to choose the best answer here to form conditional type 2. As we saw in the form of conditional type 2, it's if plus subject plus simple past or unreal past plus would or could plus infinitive. I can also have could. So of course the best answer here, or the correct answer, is knew. I need to write the simple past of the verb know. If Helen's parents knew Spanish, they could help her with her project. I can't use know because this is the past participle of the verb know. And of course, the form of conditional type 2, it's if plus simple past, not if plus past participle. And I can't choose knows because this is simple present. Next example. I would feel disappointed if Dave invited me to his birthday party, didn't invite me to his birthday party, didn't invited me to his birthday party. So you can see now that if is in the middle. So we can also turn the sentence in the other way around. I can start with subject plus would plus infinitive, or I can start with if plus simple past. Now, which one is correct? Of course, didn't invite. Because here I have disappointed, negative feeling, negative adjective. So I need to write if plus negative form, simple past of the verb. So I can't choose invited because I have a negative adjective, disappointed, and I can't choose didn't invited because didn't is always followed by infinitive, not a verb in the conjugated form. I can't conjugate the verb after did. Did plus infinitive. I would feel disappointed if Dave didn't invite me to his birthday party. Next example. James will buy his wife a BMW if he were richer. Would bought or would buy. Which one is correct again? I have here if he were richer. So if plus the unreal past, and I need would plus infinitive. So the best answer would be the third one. James would buy his wife a BMW if he were richer. Next example. If I knew Linda's address, I will send her a Valentine card. I would send her a Valentine card, or I would send her a Valentine card. Which one is correct? I have in the first half of the sentence if plus subject plus unreal past of the verb know. So I need to write the second answer, which is correct. If I knew Linda's address, I would send her a Valentine card. I always apply the rule of conditional type 2 to express something that is not possible at the time being, an imaginary situation. Now you can practice conditional type 2. You have 2 activities to be done. So you can copy this exercise in your copybook and do it. Exercise A, you are going to complete the sentences using conditional type 2. You are going to conjugate the verbs between brackets to form conditional type 2. Of course, again, if plus subject plus simple past plus would plus infinitive. Or I can also have subject plus would plus infinitive plus if plus simple past. It depends on the sentence. Next exercise, you are going to rewrite the following sentences beginning with the words given. So you are going to read the situations you have and you are going to form conditional type 2 from the situations. I hope this video was useful for you. And please feel free to ask any question you want in the comments. I am going to answer right away. Study hard, stay home, and take good care of yourself. All the best. Goodbye.